It's the REM Show, and I'm Darren Peck, NMLS license number 2000110 with Mountain West Financial, number 164497, and we are an equal housing lender.
And I am Rebecca Donaldson, realtor with Realty One Group, Willamette Valley, licensed in the state of Oregon, and my license number is 2012-13455.
And we're back with realtors.
Escrow.
And a mortgage.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. We are at a very nice property right now.
We are out in McNary Estate.
Once again, this is the third one we've been to.
And it's another Homes for Heroes. So
Homes
for Heroes out here.
So what is the address we're at right now?
We are at 936 Henning Way North in Kaiser in McNary Estates.
If you haven't been out here.
An open house.
Yeah, if you haven't been out here, this is a really nice place. Now, this one's not on the course.
No, it's got a nice private park-like backyard.
Very, very open concept.
Yep.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, is that right?
3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,552 square feet.
Nice garage if you're into that.
Yep.
Nice yard, too. I was checking out the yard, yeah.
I love the entry. When you walk in, you've got some columns. You've got the wainscoting in the entry.
Yeah.
Floors.
This is actually a really, really nice property. And the price is really reasonable.
Yes.
On this one. So what are you asking for this property?
$499,000.
$499,000, folks. Come down, make an offer. We're looking forward to it. We had quite a few people here today.
We had about 20 people, maybe even more. Mostly neighbors, which we love. We love it when the neighbors come out because neighbors have friends that are always looking. We had a couple of gentlemen out here that were, looking for their friends.
Or we've had neighbors that have come and said, you know what, I think I want to buy this. Or they want to sell their house. You just had somebody that came in, wanted to list their home.
Yeah.
Good timing on that. Very nice lady.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're by the way, how was your 4th of July holiday?
It was all right. Nothing exciting. Worked a little bit.
Did you see any fireworks?
Saw fireworks Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh,
Sunday,
man, it was
Monday,
like World War
Tuesday.
III at my house.
Yeah.
We drove up to Seattle.
Oh, you did?
On Saturday. We went up there with some family and friends, and that was a lot of fun.
Nice.
But, man, I'm telling you, I'm very thankful that our puppy is not afraid of fireworks.
You know what? It was so
First
funny. Did you have to give your puppy Benadryl?
No. Well, we used to with my old dog, but not this one. He'd jump a little bit if it was a loud one, but it didn't scare him.
We gave RJ half a Benadryl. And we waited an hour, and he's doing we call him crack laps. He just runs up and down, up and down.
Oh,
up and down.
yeah.
And then Peyton was like, give him the other half. So I gave him the other half. And about 30 minutes later, he looked like he had a couple of
straight up martinis.
Yeah, looked like he had a couple of those, good brownies.
Oh, that stuff works. I mean, they have... Our vet used to give it to us. We used to call it doggy downers because, you give them to them and they just kind of lay there and look at you. I feel bad, but it keeps them from getting scared.
Yep.
We had a really good 4th. Things are starting to really change in this market. And if you're a buyer, pay attention. This is the time. And if you're a seller, it's still a seller's market.
It's a hot seller's market.
Don't think it's not. Yeah. But for buyers, there's a lot more opportunities coming up. We had rates come down a little bit this last couple of days. I wanted to share my 10 commandments when you're applying for a mortgage.
I love this.
But I do want to give kind of a shout out to some of our colleagues. There was just as Redfin, we talked before, had done a bunch of layoffs. Yeah. A couple of very big lenders went out of business, unfortunately, in the last week.
Yeah, sad.
We lost. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
We lost First Guarantee Mortgage. And then a company called Sprout, which is very, very big, and they did a lot of wholesale non-QM lending. Very unexpected.
Yeah.
Very unexpected. So, I want to let those guys know that, hey, we're hiring if you're looking for a job. I mean, it's just not cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, so there's always a list of things that we warn people about all the time when they're buying a house.
Yeah, and they somehow seem to forget these thou shalt not.
If you go to my website and send me an email, I will actually send you these commandments. Or you can call me at 808-633-7432.
What's your website?
My website is, I believe it's, I got to remember it. They just put it out there today. Darren.peck at mwfinc.com is my email. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but you can email me and I'll get it for you. I think I have it on one of my cards.
So if they go to Mountain West Financial and look you up.
Oh, here it is. It's mwfinc.com/Darren P as in Peck.
Or you can go to mine. I know mine. It's Rebecca'sGuidehouses.com, and I'll put you in touch with them.
You didn't have to change websites. That's not fair. Anyway, so here, I'm going to give you the 10 commandments. Should I do them in my God voice?
Oh, let's hear the God voice.
Thou shalt not change jobs or become self-employed.
What happens if someone does that during the loan process?
This is a big one, and this happens a lot. You've applied for a loan. You've been pre-approved, let's say, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the process. You got a contract accepted. And all of a sudden, you decide you're going to change jobs or you're going to go and start your own business. I've had this happen so many times. When you do that, you really put yourself at risk because most lenders want to see a work history with whatever it is you're doing. Okay?
Yep.
Now, in a case of, let's say you're working as a bookkeeper and you decide you want to work as a bookkeeper at another company because they're going to pay more. If you come in with a job offer letter and show what's going on, you get one paycheck before, we can sometimes work with that. But you really don't want to change jobs in the middle of a loan.
So what if I'm a bookkeeper and then all of a sudden I want to become a flagger?
That might be a big problem.
Okay.
You probably would have a very serious problem. So before you do anything like that, talk to your loan officer, okay? The other one we have is...
Let's hear it.
This is a big
in
one,
the God
too.
voice.
Thou shalt not buy a car, truck, or van unless you plan to live in it. All right.
You know what? That's so true. And I've had some clients on closing day. They go in to sign their paperwork and they show up in a brand new car. And what happens?
I had a guy that I think I told you this before. He bought 2 brand new Mercedes for he and his wife about 4 days before they signed. When the underwriting pulls your final credit, which is right before they send the documents to the escrow officer, if that shows up on there, it can change up your DTI, and then you're out of luck. They're going to cancel it, and they're going to tell you they can't do it.
Yep.
So don't do that. It's not smart. You can whatever you do afterwards, that's up to you, but don't do it during the transaction. Okay?
Don't roll up thinking you look cool because you just bought a new house and you got a new ride. Don't do it.
Here's another one. This is really common. Thou shalt not use your credit cards or let your payments fall behind. Keep paying your credit cards. Don't stop paying them because you think you don't have to.
Gosh, you're no
Especially
fun.
if you're refinancing. Just pay your bills like you normally would. Pay your mortgage the same way you would. Don't change anything because all that stuff we're going to see.
Yep.
Next one is going to be this. Okay, this just happened to one of my borrowers.
Oops.
Thou shalt not spend the money you have saved for your down payment.
That's
kind of obvious.
This reminds me of M and K when they were shopping. Because,
oh, yes.
Yeah. I mean, they qualified for a lot more than what, I was showing them, but.
That falls right into the next one. You ready?
Yeah.
Thou shalt not buy furniture before you buy your house.
That's right.
I had one where the guy ordered an entire set of furniture for every room in the house and had it shipped there the week before it closed.
What happened? Did the loan go through?
Oh, the loan went through, but the guy had to have the furniture all returned back to the warehouse because they had nobody to let him in, and they couldn't bring it in the first place. Okay, don't do that.
Don't do it.
Here's another one. You shall not originate any new inquiries on your credit report. This is really important, folks, because a lot of times people don't realize if they, you know how you get those online ads and you're going to buy something on Amazon.
Yep.
Oh, we can save you $20 if you apply for an Amazon credit card. Don't do that during a loan. Nope. It's going to knock your credit score down. Again, and sometimes people are right on the edge where they qualify. All it takes is one little thing like that, and you're done. Let's see. I got a couple more here. Thou shalt not make any large deposits into your bank account. This is a big red flag, okay?
Don't put the mattress money in your bank account.
No, because they're going to want it seasoned for at least 3 months or 60 days, 90 days, 6 months.
Salt, pepper?
Seasoned, yes. Salt and pepper with little Lowry's.
Explain the seasoning.
Seasoning means it's been sitting there for a while. And the reason that that's a problem is they look for mortgage fraud or money laundering. So let's say I'm buying a house. I go out there and Darren Peck's buying this house and I have great credit and everything's cool. And they look into my bank accounts, and there's maybe $20,000 down or $20,000 in there, but my down payment might be $100,000. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks in, boom, here's this deposit for $150,000.
Wow.
Where did that come from?
I'm going to guess OnlyFans page.
OnlyFans. Well, the thing is that let's say that what I was really doing was buying it for you because you don't have good credit and you don't qualify.
I have good credit.
And I'm just using it as an example. But let's say I'm doing that. That's called a straw buyer. So I'm buying the house, and as soon as it closes, I give you the keys, you live in it, and that's it. And you can't do that. That's illegal.
Right.
But more importantly is money laundering. You might get somebody who's doing, they're using drug money. They're buying property to, clean this money off. So anyways, don't do that. If you're going to do something like that, let us know way ahead of time. It's a gift. If it's a gift, that's okay. You got to have a letter. It has to be sourced. Okay.
So if someone does do that, because I've had that happen, how long does that typically hold up the loan for? How long does it have to season in the account?
Well, it depends on the lender, of course. But if you can trace it, if you can show us receipts, like I have one right now, they moved from Ohio to Washington.
Oh.
Okay, and they were trying to keep their accounts in Ohio, but it got too much of a pain in the rear end. They couldn't get anything done. So they just finally transferred all their money, but they did it the week after we approved them.
Oh, gosh.
So, but that's easy. We went ahead and contacted that bank. He asked them to send over the transcripts, so we can source it. We can see where it came from.
So you sourced it.
Yeah.
Okay, but what happens when you can't source it?
In general, they want it to sit there for anywhere from 60 to 90 days.
Okay. All right.
But most people don't do that. I don't run into that very often at all.
No,
Okay.
but that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it always changes. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't, but mostly you can't. Okay. Thou shalt not change bank accounts. I just told you what happened with that one. Not a good idea because then you have to source it again.
Yep.
Thou shalt not co-sign for anyone. Do not co-sign.
You had one like that. Well, she had already co-signed for her daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had them fall apart because of that too.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea.
Don't
yeah.
do it. Don't
Try not
buy
to do it.
Don't co-sign. Don't get your Amazon credit card.
Yep. And here's the last one. You ready?
Yep.
Drum roll.
Yeah, where's the sound effect?
Yeah, where's that sound? Thank you. Thou shalt not purchase anything until after the closing of the loan.
Anything?
Well, I mean, you could go buy groceries and stuff.
Oh.
I told M&K one night, they called and they're like, we want to buy this. What were they buying? Remember?
Side by side.
Yeah, side by side. And then they also wanted to buy this couch and everything. I said, no, you guys are on a strict diet. You're eating $1 menu at McDonald's.
That's all right.
Joking around. They sent me a picture an hour later and they had $2 meals.
Yeah, they were at McDonald's. They were always at McDonald's eating off the $1 menu.
And they've been there for what, a year now?
Yep, a little over a year. They just had their 1-year anniversary.
Have you seen the work they did on the house?
Yeah, it looks great. I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about putting value into that house.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my 10 commandments. And if you would like a copy of those, you can always call me too. Call me at 808-633-7432. And then I think with there was something I was going to talk about too. I can't remember. But for your listings, because you're getting busy again.
Yeah, I've got several buyers. I've got 2 listings right now.
And they can call you at
503-269-0747 or go to my website, Rebecca'sGotHouses.com.
There it is. There's the cadence.
That's right.
So what happened with you? Did you have any thou shalt nots this week?
Thou shalt not text me at 4:30 in the morning.
People, I know you're really excited, but seriously, we have to have a life too sometimes. And man, let me tell you, don't do that.
It's hard, especially you can't. I feel so bad for one of my buyers. Great family, love working with them. They're awesome.
Right.
But we got under contract, and then we hit the holiday. We had our home inspection. We hit the holiday, and of course, nobody's available.
Oh.
We have to go the whole weekend,
Yeah.
without being able to get anybody out there to get bids for some of the work that needs to be, done. And it's like,
plan ahead, because that same thing happened with one I'm working on in Mount Hood. They had a contractor when they did their inspection who came out. I don't necessarily recommend that. I think I wouldn't bring a contractor to that. I'd bring them later.
Do the home inspection, then do the contractor.
Yeah, because generally, what's a contractor going to do? A contractor's going to sit there and every little thing. We need to tear this place down to build it again.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, I mean, they found out some things they wanted to change and everything. It's still going to be tough to get that done. Because there's really not a lot of contractors available still.
No, I mean, roofers, they're, Rebecca, we can get you a bid, but we're booked out 8 weeks. I get it.
How about pest control?
Give me a bid. Pest control's available.
What about mold?
No, I'm having a hard time.
That's
with
a tough one.
Mold remediation company.
And you're going to get that here. So, there's our music. All right, we're going to be right back with realtors.
Escrow.
And mortgage.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. So we have our cameraman, Marcus, with us today. He's supposed to signal me when I'm out of the frame, and he keeps pushing me to go all the way out of the frame.
Darren, get out of the frame.
Hey, I wanted to thank Kevin Dolan, who came by today. He is our originating sales branch manager, super cool guy.
Yeah, he was really nice.
Mountain West Financial. If you want to reach him for anything, you can give him a call, too. He's at 503-314-4249.
Especially if you want to complain about Darren. That's his boss.
Yeah, it doesn't work with him either. I just laugh at him. But he's a good guy, yeah.
Yeah, he was super nice. That was nice of him to come down to the open house and check it out.
Yep, he wanted to meet you. We got some events coming up. And speaking of events,
yes,
I happened to notice this piece of paper with you that says Hero all over it. What is that?
It is a Hero Appreciation Day event next Saturday at the Honky Tonk Bar and Grill over on McGillcrest, 11 to 3 p.m.
You said it right this time, McGillcrest.
McGillcrest. I couldn't say it last week, could I? Yeah. So partnered with Honky Tonk and KSLM. We've got, a lot of sponsors we want to thank. So it'll be a lot of fun.
And you still have sponsorships available. Can they call you if they're interested?
They can call me, 503-269-0747. We do have several sponsorships still available. We're going to have a dunk tank, hot dog eating contest.
Military vehicle there,
military
I think. Vehicles.
We're going to have a really nice guest speaker, Christy Hutcherson.
Josh is going to come in with an F-15 and land it right in the front.
Well, there you go. That's cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Bouncy house, popcorn. I think we have a slushie machine.
No slushies or popcorn in the bouncy house, though.
God, you are such a fun sucker.
I know. I'm just not going to let it happen. I'm going to get in there and just jump and watch all the kids fly to the ceiling. Take it off that way. There you go. There you go.
Oh, boy.
I know. It's a gift.
We'll have live music, karaoke. We're going to give away some awards. So,
is it going to be a band or a DJ, or what are they going to do for music? What are they having?
What do we have in Josh?
You know, Josh?
Band.
It's a band. Famous? Anybody? Bueller? Karaoke.
John
Kevin
Bon Jovi will not be there.
Kevin does
Neither
karaoke.
Will Rick
We'll get him to
Springfield.
come out. So that's going to be fun.
Doc, will you be there?
No. Man. Oh, he's got 3 events going at the same time. You should come out, folks. It's fun, and it's appreciation for heroes.
Yep, it's a hero appreciation event. I cannot.
Wow. A hair appreciation event?
It's a hair appreciation
You win.
event. Yep.
You win, Farrah. So that's on the 16th of July, and the time is from?
11 to 3.
11 to 3, yeah. Come see us. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. We've got several different booths that will be set up for vendors that are our sponsors. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will be. Oh, and a bike show.
We got a Harley bike show.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Okay, cool. So come out to the Honky Tonk. I'm not even going to try to say the street now.
McGillcrest.
McGillcrest. I was going to say McLeary, but
McGillcrest.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's also on your website, right?
It is not on my website, but you can call me, 503-269-0747. It's all over my social media.
Yeah, Facebook and everything else.
Facebook.
Look it up. I'll start posting it, too, so you guys can see it there. What else you got today? You have some information you were going to share with us.
I do.
Some cool stuff, actually.
Some cool stuff, if I can read it.
You need longer arms?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe glasses.
Want me to read one?
So we're going to talk about business news around the state. We'll add something new today, so this is kind of fun.
What's happening?
We're going to start in Central Oregon.
Okay.
This is kind of exciting. In Bend this summer, Crumble Cookies will open.
Oh, those are so good.
I know.
You ever had those? You guys had the crumble cookies? Yeah.
Oh, man.
That is one of the best cookies ever.
Yeah. One of my clients actually was is a manager for one of the Crumble Cookies here in Salem. So
they're big, too. Yeah. They're not small cookies.
No, they're not. They're
totally worth it.
Yummy.
Go check them out.
I need to call her and see if she wants to set up a booth at the event.
You should. Isn't there one in Lake Oswego, too?
They're all over.
Yeah. We got one in Vancouver, which surprised me, too, but they're opening another one. So that is a really good place. All they make is cookies.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
What else you got going on?
Central Oregon, Velvet and Rust. It's an antique store that's opened up in Sisters, so that's kind of neat. Go check that out.
All right.
And then we've got Queso in Your Faso. I love it.
I hope that's a restaurant, really.
It's a food truck.
Queso in Your Faso.
Queso in Your Faso. Food truck offering fajitas.
He wins it.
He wins it. He opened at the Silver Moon Brewing in Bend. So
Queso in Your Faso.
Queso in Your Faso. He wins it. Best marketing.
Awesome.
Love it. Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Eastern Oregon, the Highlander restaurant, unfortunately in Burns, has closed. So sad news. Our hearts go out to them.
That's really a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they'll be able to rebuild and do something different.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I mean, there was a lot of the what's the German Gustav's? Those restaurants closed around here.
Yeah.
Which was sad, but
Gustav's was really popular.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
in the Willamette Valley, Bentley's Grill in downtown Salem closed in June of 2020. It is going to reopen this fall.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's cool.
I don't think I've ever been to that one. Have you been there?
I have, but not for a long time because
closed. Yeah.
they've been closed. So
What?
yes.
How'd that work?
I don't know.
Okay, what else you got?
Bali Kitchen. It's a food cart in downtown Eugene. Unfortunately, is closing.
Oh, that's too bad.
I know. So let's see.
It's not easy being in the restaurant business or food trucks. It's tough.
Northeast Salem had some new food trucks open up. Homie's
Okay.
Grill Teriyaki.
Homies? Oh, I like that too. That's not as good as
It's not as good
Queso
as
in your
queso in
queso.
your queso. No one's going to forget that, right?
No, I'm going to remember that one. All right, what's the next one?
We've got some Critter Campus Preschool and Childcare down in Southern Oregon. It's opened up in Grants Pass, and they can serve 34 children. So that's good.
Oh man,
You know.
we always need more daycare.
Yeah, we do,
And
we
all
do.
that. There's a big shortage of that.
Yep. So
Okay.
let's see what else is going on. Portland and the surrounding area. A new Pet Supply Plus store has opened up in Gresham.
Yes.
We've got a new RV Inn style resort that's opened up in Estacada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh
and then
man, my brother was looking for a place. I'll have to tell him.
my daughter loves Hops and Drops in Kaiser.
Hops and drops. So I think you mentioned that once before.
Yeah, there's a new one open in Hillsboro.
She can't drink yet, so that doesn't matter.
Well, I mean,
They have good food though.
yeah, she likes it. Yeah.
Okay, hops and drops.
Hops and Drops. And now Chug Coffee is opened up inside the Subaru dealership in Wilsonville.
In the
In
dealership?
the dealership. So
That's
kinda cool.
different. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a big dealership too.
That is a big dealership, yes.
Chug Coffee. I
Chug.
can just see those car salesmen every morning just stand in line over there. So, there we go. We'll be right
We'll
back.
be back with
Realtors,
escrow.
mortgage.
Oh, my. Is that
It's the
Gilbert?
REM Show, and I'm Darren Peck, NMLS license number 2000110 with Mountain West Financial, number 164497, and we are an equal housing lender.
And I am Rebecca Donaldson, realtor with Realty One Group, Willamette Valley, licensed in the state of Oregon, and my license number is 2012-13455.
Bye. So we were just talking about a lot of news around the state,
Yeah.
including the queso in your faso.
That's in Bend.
I'm never going to forget that
no,
one. Yeah,
I'm going to
gonna
go to
out there.
Bend just to check it out.
So we were on a roll there, but we had to take a commercial break,
Yeah.
which, by the way, thank you, KSLM, for having us on and all your
Yes.
listeners.
Yes. For
Um,
everyone that listens.
I saw one on there. You were just reading that to me. What is that?
The Gilded Raccoon Wine Lounge.
The Gilded Raccoon.
It's
Where do these guys come up with
I
these
don't
names?
know. I don't
That's what I
know.
want to know.
It's opened up in North Portland. And I like this one, Winsome Construction.
Win some. Win
Win
some,
some.
lose some.
It's a residential construction and custom design business that's
I've actually
opened up
heard
in
of
the they're opened up in Bridgeport Village
Good.
and in Tigard.
Okay.
So Bridgeport and Tigard, sorry.
Oh, I bet they're busy.
Probably. Pete's Coffee and Tea opened up at the Bridgeport Mall.
Pete's is good. That's another good one.
Do you like Pete's? Gives me heartburn. It's too strong.
I do, but I don't know. Sometimes I really like it, and other times I don't.
Yeah.
It depends.
We've got the Big E. It's a sandwich shop all opened up at the Moxie Hotel in downtown Portland.
Big E. That was my dad. We used to call my dad that. His name was Earl.
The Big
The
E.
Big E.
Isn't that funny? White Birch Design Company. It's a home goods and clothing store. They'll open up in Northwest Portland.
White birch.
White Birch.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. I wonder if they make stuff out of birch. That would be really cool.
I would think so, given the name. That's kind of neat, huh?
Yeah. Well, I would say I am very impressed with the names of some of these businesses.
Yeah.
That's great marketing. But next time I'm out in Bend, I'm going to have to go.
Go to queso in your face.
I have to go get some queso in my face.
What do you think, Marcus?
Or the Gilded Raccoon.
Queso in your queso? I bet it's good.
It probably is.
Yeah.
How could queso is always good.
Queso
Okay.
is always good.
So we were also kind of going through what's been going on in the market, and there's been like we said in the beginning, there's been another shift.
Yep.
We're shifting again. This is a really strange market, guys.
It's very weird.
Yeah. Usually you have, where there's a lot of inventory, but there's no jobs, or you have a lot of jobs. It's just really strange what's going on, and they're kind of feeling their way through this. But there's some advantages to what's going on right now.
There are some advantages. I want to talk about, I have a lot of clients saying, oh my gosh, we're going to have another housing recession.
I don't think so.
Why we can't predict the future as much as we'd like to, we don't have the same scenarios as we did in, 08 when the world fell apart. We don't have a plethora of inventory on the market for that to happen.
Plethora. Oh, plethora. I'm impressed. You're using the biggest. A cornucopia.
Cornucopia. A pulpery.
You have.
Do you want me to keep going?
No, we're good. We're good.
Where's the sound effects?
Yeah, really. Come on, Doc. Hit the sound effect. There we go. Got it. There was a huge difference from then and now. And I was talking to somebody about this morning. So back then, they were doing no income, no asset verification loans. There were banks giving people loans that basically didn't have a job,
Or weren't, didn't even really live in the States.
And there was a lot of not inflation, but a lot of, let's call it false inflation of values. People that were getting really high values on properties that really wasn't there.
Yeah.
So what does that do? It means all of a sudden you owe more money on your house than it's worth, and people started walking away. We don't have that right now.
We don't.
All supply and demand.
There's too many checks and balances. Lenders can never call an appraiser and have a conversation with them.
Can't.
They can't call their buddy up anymore and say, hey, that needs to appraise for $1 million.
No, lose your license just like that.
Yeah.
Boom, gone.
Can't do it. You
can't argue with them. Can't do anything.
You've got what we call the 3-day cooling off period.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have that back then.
Right.
You've signed your CD disclosure, and then you got to wait 3 days before you can actually sign on the dotted line. So
that was a question that somebody asked me too. How fast can you do a loan? You can't do it any faster than you cannot do it quicker than 10 days. You can't even. Because you have the 3-day cooling off. You got the 3 days for your first disclosures that go out.
Yep.
You've got to have the 3 days for the final disclosures that go out. So there's at least minimum of 10, 11 days. So don't try to push that. By the way, I did want to bring one thing up since we were talking about crashes and all that. When these lenders go out of business, in some cases, unfortunately, anything that they were funding in their pipeline doesn't get funded, or it cannot get funded. So if you were in a situation where you own, let's say, you're buying a house.
You got in trouble this time, not me.
Had to say. She's all happy about it.
Had to say, because normally Doc is like,
yeah, he's on you all the time. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Yeah. But you're in the middle of a transaction. You're getting ready to close. All of a sudden, the lender goes out of business. What do you do?
What do you do?
You can call me. You can call me at 503-967-5727. Or you can call my cell phone, 808-633-7432. Do not wait in that situation, though, because you're going to have so many days that it has to be done, and we can get them done. So what's
happening with these, folks that are under contract and they had Sprout or they had whoever else?
Well, in the case of Sprout, there are they did notify a few lenders and said, can you take some of these? So a lot of them are going that way.
Good.
Some of them go this way. But it's really tough on the buyers and the sellers. So don't panic, though, because their loan officers can take these and they can get them funded. If you were already approved once, you're probably going to get approved again.
Okay.
But we don't want to wait until the last minute.
Do they keep their same rate? Is everything still locked in? I mean, how does this work?
No, you'd have to go through it again, the whole process.
Man.
But there's, like in a case like right now, luckily, some of the rates have come down, so they're okay. But in the meantime, though, if they're under contract, you don't want them to lose their earnest money. You don't want anything like that going on. So talk to your realtors. If you find something out, immediately tell your realtor. You got to tell them.
Yep.
Or call Rebecca or call me, and we'll try to help you through it. But, we do that. We used to call those rescue loans. And I remember during 2008, we were rescuing people left and right when the banks were closing down. So
yeah, that's sad.
People don't need to worry. I mean, like our bank is totally not. That's not an issue with us at all. We're totally prepared.
We are seeing an uptick, not a lot, but a little, in foreclosures.
I noticed that too. Yeah,
and
a little bit.
I feel like that's because when COVID hit, you had forbearance.
Absolutely.
People stopped making their house payment, thinking they were going to get free money,
Kind of coming to
blah.
roost now, yeah.
And now it's coming to fruition that, I owe $30,000 in back payments. What?
Yeah.
What?
Nobody's saving me.
No one's, what? Now what do we do? So there is some of that going on.
Yeah, it's not like a flood of them like we had before. It's just I'm starting to see a few here and there. Marcus is really just going at us
He's
today.
very animated
He's
today.
taking after his dad.
I like it.
But yeah, one of my friends who's a lender in Las Vegas area told me the same thing. He's seeing a little bit of an uptick, and like you said, it's not like a mass bunch of foreclosures coming on the market.
No, it's not a mass.
It's
a few here and here and there. But I feel like it's because of the forbearance issue.
Pretty much. It's not because of valuations, I don't think. Not at all. Values been going up.
Yep.
But listen, I will say this. If you're selling your home, you do yourself a big favor to call Rebecca right now because this is the time.
It is very much a seller's market. We'll go over some market updates. We'll do some market reports.
I think with people that are waiting, we already saw them waiting for the rates to come down, and we saw what happened there.
Yep.
And then you still have the people that are waiting for the value to peak. That's not going to happen. Don't wait. I mean, it will go up, but if you need to sell your house, do it now. Don't wait.
Don't wait. And honestly, even though a house is listed on a Friday and it's still sitting there 3 weeks from now, there's nothing wrong with it. That's a normal market. It used to take 6 months to sell a house.
That's right. I was just talking to a realtor about that earlier.
We're going back into some normalcy, which is nice. We're able to negotiate on price. We're able to negotiate on closing costs. So it's
weird because it's kind of it's a seller's market and a buyer's market at the same time.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Never see that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it really is. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
But I think if I was looking for a house right now, I'd buy. This
especially
is the time.
if you're a Homes for Heroes, first responder, military, whether you're active reserves, veteran, healthcare professional, teacher, call me. Let's talk because I donate when you list with me or you buy with me. I'm a Homes for Heroes affiliate. And what that means is when the transaction closes, I donate 30% of my commission to Homes for Heroes.
And then they get a check back,
right? And then
right?
they get a check. Homes for Heroes, once they receive that donation, they actually issue you a reward check. For, for a
and they're not small.
They're not small. I mean, I have
at
some
all.
clients that have received over $26,000 just this year.
Yeah, you and I did one together, and the client actually turned around. He waited a little bit, but I think it was 3 months later, and he used that money and put it right down to pay his loan down.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. It was perfect for what he was doing.
Yeah.
And if you're not a hero too, I have a loan that's called a PATH loan, but that's for like county and state workers too.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, I mean you're still heroes, but they're just not.
Yeah,
part of Homes for
they're
Heroes.
not part of that Homes
So
for
you
Heroes
can call
program.
either of us on that stuff, and we'll get you all hooked up.
They're really cool programs. So
yes, they are,
and there's
they're
no
well needed.
limit on the Homes for Heroes. There's no limit on how many times you take advantage of that program.
Right.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yes, and I think if you're buying or selling a home, you definitely want to call Rebecca. So again, it's law enforcement, firefighters, veterans, teachers, healthcare workers. Who did I miss? I think that's it.
Military.
No, I said vets. So military.
Any active reserves, veteran.
Yeah.
And even like especially military and stuff. So like for instance, with this house I'm selling, the seller isn't in any one of those
but the
heroes
parent was?
Well, her husband is.
Oh,
so
okay, yeah.
They qualify, right?
Yeah.
So there's ways to make sure that you qualify most of the time. So make sure you give me a call. 503-269-0747.
Great program,
yes,
by the way.
Very cool program.
Doc, how much time have we got? We got time to do a little market analysis right now? Can we throw in one of these cities? Oh, there's no, we don't. Ooh, good timing. We'll be right back.
With
Realtors. Escrow.
Mortgage.
Oh, my. We should dress up like ZZ Top during Halloween on one of these shows.
Okay, my best friend from high school for Halloween.
Yeah.
She's got long blonde hair, curly. Sometimes it's frizzy. For Halloween, she dressed up as Dog the Bounty Hunter, and she freaking nailed it.
Did she kill it?
She nailed it.
Did she have the chains?
Yes.
And the mace
I wish
and all
I had a
that?
picture on my phone because I would totally show it and embarrass the heck out of her.
Oh my God! We should. Yeah, we
was
should do. We should
hilarious.
dress up for Halloween this year. We'll put beards on and hats and sunglasses, and we'll be there.
Oh my God!
That would be awesome. I want to see you in a beard. Actually, no, I really don't.
You're so random and weird.
Well, hey, we're back with Realtors, Escrow, and Mortgage.
Oh, my.
And we are going to do a little bit of market analysis. We like to do this every week, kind of give you guys ideas of what's going on in the real estate world.
Yes, and we're going to travel to zip code 97303.
That's Salem, right?
Salem Kaiser.
Okay. Salem Kaiser, folks.
Salem Kaiser.
Kind of where we are. So
Yep.
let's see. What do we got?
Very much a seller's market still.
Okay.
Can you guess what the median list price is without cheating?
This one I don't remember, so I'm just going to totally stab on this one. $659.
Oh, it's too high.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
$449,444.
That's good. That's affordable.
That's very affordable. Yeah.
How many homes do we have on the market right now?
Current inventory is 41.
It's going up, guys. That's a good sign.
It's going up. This is interesting. So, we're seeing price decreases because, we've been spoiled by the frenzy of, oh my gosh, I just got 60,000 over my list price, and we're not in that market anymore.
No, we're not.
So now sellers are kind of panicking.
Okay.
And so we're seeing price decreases. So in this zip code, 97303, we are seeing 27% price decrease.
So I wanted to ask you this because we talked about this the week before. We're not seeing that everywhere, though.
No.
It's kind of pockets. Like you might see it more in one area than another, or
so everywhere we're traveling to today, some of these have even higher price decreases. So,
but not every single town has it, is what I'm saying.
Not every single town.
No, and a lot of the. I was just reading an article on this too. You can tell me if I'm wrong or they're wrong. But it was talking about during the pandemic, people were going farther and farther and farther out because they weren't commuting into work anymore. They were working
they
from
wanted
home.
property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're saying now that those areas that are farther and farther out are not as desirable anymore because a lot of people are going back to work. Do you see that a little bit?
No.
Really? Okay.
No, I'm still seeing where people are like, get me out of town. I need some property.
That's me.
Good luck finding that.
And the other thing I saw, don't always believe the media, guys. I'm just telling you. I watched this thing yesterday talking about the rates have dropped historically since more than 2008. I'm like, no, they haven't. They went down a little bit, but
they're still not historically low.
No, and they probably won't be for a while. Can't predict it, but I doubt it. So
maybe 2024, but not likely.
No. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So median rent for 97303. Guess.
2,600.
2,850.
Buy a house.
Buy a house.
You can get a mortgage for less than that. Yeah.
Yeah. Average days on market 17.
Okay, so that hasn't really changed. A little bit, but not much. Yeah. Okay.
Now we're going to go to Wilsonville.
Wilsonville's going to be a little more expensive. We did this the other day.
Median list price.
$695.
$700.
Okay, I'm close. Okay.
Close. Yep.
That seems
average
like a little
days
higher.
on market 47.
Okay, so they're taking a little longer to sell.
Price decrease.
20 or no, this one I'm going to say 37.
44%.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
44%.
44% is a pretty big drop, guys.
That's a pretty big drop. I don't have my analysis from the other week.
So generally, I work with buyers, okay? But I'm going to say something to the sellers because I've been doing this too long. If your house doesn't sell in the first 3 days, don't panic and drop the price.
No.
Right? I mean, wouldn't you say that?
Honestly, it's...
Leave it.
The rule is if you have a ton of activity within the first 10 to 14 days and you have no offers, you are likely overpriced.
Okay.
But that also depends on what time of year you list. So like last weekend, this poor girl, she didn't want to go on the market. Clients made her go on the market, and it's a holiday weekend.
And nobody showed up.
Got an open house 2
Yep.
days in a row. Nobody's there, no activity. And then the sellers are like, what's happening? Well, you didn't listen.
Yeah, and this weekend's probably going to be slammed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you're right about that. I just wanted to throw that out there because I've heard a couple people panicking, saying, oh, it hasn't sold in the first week. I need to drop the price by $50,000. No, let your realtor decide that for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Median rent, $26.95.
So $26.95 still, you'd be better off buying a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sherwood. So Sherwood is interesting because I ran a report on Sherwood on June 17th.
I remember.
Okay. The average, or the median list price was $712,897. Sorry, it's been a long day.
So I think now
and we had a price decrease of 41%. So that's June 17th, Sherwood.
Okay.
Now today, ran this morning.
This is going to be totally different.
Median list price $775,000.
Oh, it went up.
Went up.
What a roller coaster, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Price decrease 38% instead of 41%.
So they're kind of holding steady over there in Sherwood.
And the rent has changed. So it was $26.95 on June 17th, and this morning it's $25.45.
Still,
it's good. Buy a house.
Yeah, buy a house. I mean, why do you want to buy a house? Because it's equity. It's an investment.
Yeah.
It's the rates aren't going to go up on you, and when rents go up, you got it. You own it.
I had some friends here from out of state. Michael and Jenny.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Had dinner with them the other night. And he's like, my friends were making fun of me because I was buying all this real estate up, and guess what?
Not making fun of him now.
Not making fun of me now because the stock market's tanked, and I have all this value in all these houses I own. And I'm like, that's right. Let's keep going.
I was talking to a guy that sold his house in Tigard. He retired out to Arizona, and he's working right now with me on helping his son get a home.
Yeah.
They sold their house for like $715,000. They were like, man, we made a ton of money. Well, 3 months later, it was at 9 something.
Oh,
the neighbor was sold next to him, sold at 9. So.
That's a bummer.
Hey, he got what he needed, though. It was
That's
fine.
right.
All right, go ahead. Next one.
Lake Oswego.
Okay, Lake O.
Median list price for Lake Oswego is $1,445,000.
And that's on the lake or off the lake?
No, that's around the lake.
Around the lake. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense then.
Average days on market 49.
Okay, sounds like it's come down a little bit.
Yeah, price decrease 32%.
Okay, that makes sense for that area.
Buy a house over there. You can rent it out. Median rent is $3,500.
Ooh, that's almost as much as Milwaukee.
Yes.
So weird.
I should have done a Milwaukee report. I ran out
like
of time.
$3,600 for rent.
That's just so crazy.
Well, that had to either be a misprint or the other one we saw where they were $1,400 a month. I'm like, there's no way you can't even get an apartment for that much.
I was hoping I still had the report from when I did that 2 weeks
That was
ago,
weird. I don't even believe it. Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's super weird.
We got time for one more. Do you have any more?
I do not have any more, so we are going to talk about this house.
And then we're going to cry a little.
Come on out. Tomorrow I'm doing open houses here tomorrow. I'll be here from 2 to 4.
Don't you have another one you're doing too?
I do. I have one at 4074 Spooner Street.
Spooner. That's where everybody in that neighborhood's super close.
Doing an open house there from 11 to 1. And then I'll be out here 2 to 4.
Right.
And then on Sunday, I'll be back out here 11 to 2.
Come see this house, you guys. This is a really good one.
Yeah, 936
very well priced.
Henningway, North Kaiser. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,552 square feet. It's tucked away in a cul-de-sac. Nice private backyard.
Nice neighbors.
Yeah,
very
really
nice.
neighbors.
Very quiet.
Very
It's a really nice area. Nice yard.
Yep.
This one's great.
Very well maintained home. Listed
like
at $499,000.
Did you see they even had a carpet rake in the closet?
I did. I love that.
I was like, wow, you don't see that anymore.
You don't see that anymore.
This house was babied.
I know. Very much so. We have a pre-listing home inspection on file. So if you're interested, hit me up and I can send that over to you. You can reach me at 503-269-0747.
I heard that slowly. He's sneaking the music in there. Hey, we're out of time this week. We want to thank you for listening to us. We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
And KSLM every Saturday morning at 8 a.m.
We'll see you next week.